What is up, awesome people, and welcome back to some more player versus player action on Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Alrighty, so in the last episode we got to try out my Psychic deck for the first time on Online Match, so sweet. It was a bit more of a casual match the last episode, so I'm hoping we get a bit more of a challenge in this episode using my Psychic deck. And plus I do want to show off a bit more of that deck as well to show you guys how some of those cards work. So it's going to be a random battle, practice one as well, and we'll be going with my Gardevoir and Mewtwo variant deck. So here we go, let's start looking for an opponent. So we found our last one pretty quickly, and it looks like we're not going to find this one any much faster as the last one, unfortunately. So I guess I'm going to have to catch you guys when I find an opponent. So see you guys then. Alrighty, so we found an opponent and he's got the advantage. Name is LimasT05. Alright, so he's going to flip the coin and go for the call. He called the heads and flipped the heads, so he gets to choose. And he is indeed going first. I unfortunately drew no basics, as I would have thought. He also drew no basics, so he's got Samurott, Behemoth, Fire and Water Energy plus Sharon, Silent, and Fighting Energy. Damn, that's quite a lot of cards there. So I've got multicolored deck here, and I got a basic this time. Yay, I got Rolts. So I got Sharon, I got Shauna. That works. I've got Rocket Helmet, I got Potion, I got two Psychics, Rolts, I got Hypnosis Glaze, which is good. I can just put the active to sleep and just, oh, look at that, that's got a weakness Psychic. Nice. I don't do any damage with Hypnotic Glaze, unfortunately. I can put that to sleep and just stall that a little bit until I can get something in my hand. So he's going to go for the Trainer Great Ball from his hand, so he gets to look at the top 7 cards and reveal Pokemon you find, put that into your hand, then shuffle his deck afterwards. Alrighty, so that's if he found a Pokemon in the top 7. Alright, so he's going to put a Lapras into his hand and then shuffle his deck afterwards. So from there he's going to put that straight onto his bench. I think that was the Call for Family variant as well, so we can just search for basics. No, it's a Water Arrow Surf deck. Water Arrow is pretty decent actually, I do like using that. Oh, look at that town map. So he gets to flip up all these prize cards, follows up with a Sharon, so allows him to draw 3 basic energies from his deck, put them straight into his hand and shuffle his deck afterwards. He's got 2 Sharons, he's got Minshall in his prize, 2 Fire Energy, and a Samurott in his prize, so he probably goes straight for the Samurott there. He may even go for the Minshall, or he may not go for the Minshall if I milk out his Minfu, unless he brings another Minfu onto his bench. So he's going to go for 2 Fighting and 1 Fire Energy from his deck, put them into his hand thanks to Silence Effect. And from there he can go for the Triple Smash, and okay, I got no resistance to Fighting unfortunately. So he's discarding 2 cards, which is a Fighting Energy and Fire Energy, to play his Ultra Ball, which allows him to search his deck for any Pokemon card, bring that to his hand, shuffle his deck afterwards. So it wouldn't surprise me if he's got an EX card in his deck, hence why he would play Ultra Ball. He definitely doesn't have an EX card on his bench. Alright, he went for Lapras, and that was the Call for Family variant, so this is a really good card, especially at the start of a battle. It allows him to search for any 2 basic Pokemon and put them straight to the bench. So he can just call out a whole bunch of cards. Oh, he undid. What? What was the point of that? He undid them, put it. Wait, what? Anyways, first thing I'm going to do is put my Psychic Energy onto my Rolts, followed up with the Rocky Helmet on my Rolts as well, dealing some residual damage to the opposing Minfu. I get a Gothitelle and a Potion, I think, from that one. So the only thing I can go for is Hypnotic Glaze here, putting the Minfu to sleep. Just, as I said, stalling this out a little bit in case, or then again, if he evolves it, he can negate the effect of sleep. So he flipped the tail, so Minfu does remain asleep, which is good, so he can't attack this turn. Puts a Fire Energy onto his Minfu, hoping to evolve it into a Minshall. Does flip another tail, so Minfu does remain asleep, which means he cannot also retreat it as well. I'm going to put a Psychic Energy onto my Rolts, followed up with a Supporter Shauna card, just to shuffle my hand back into my deck. And I get a Wurmple and Roller Skate, so awesome! I can hopefully flip a heads, and I don't flip a heads, unfortunately. That always screws me over. He's asleep at the moment, so I'm just going to go for the pound and get the 40 thanks to its Psychic weakness there on the Minfu. So he flips the heads this time, so he does wake up. That's alright with me. I can probably take it out in the next turn of mine. Going for the pound, and... Alright, he's gonna go for end. That's fine with me. So we're both gonna shuffle our hands and draw 6. I get a Cascoon from that, which is awesome. So I can evolve my Wurmple on the bench. He gets 1 tails, 1 head, and 1 tail. So he flipped 1 head, so I think it's going to do 10 damage only to my rolls. So that's awesome. Does deal 20 to Minfu, which is going to knock it out thanks to Rocky Helmet. So that was awesome. That worked out really well. So I drew a Psychic Energy from my prize pool, and he's a bit of a predicament now because actually, in all honesty, he would have been better playing the Call for Family variant Lapras instead of this one. And look at that, I got Level Ball, which is even better. I'm going to evolve my bench Wurmple into my Cascoon, just standing that up. So that's one part set up. Go for Level Ball, and I've got Curlier, which is awesome. So I can start filling up the Gardevoir onto my active as well. So evolving Ralts into Curlier here. So Curlier is now my active, and I only need 2 energy cards on Curlier, which is awesome. I can go for Tiptoe Step and try and get more cards into my hand as well. I'm actually going to play an energy card onto my Cascoon because Gardevoir only needs 2 energy cards as well. I'm going to play Sharon from my hand, draw 3 cards, go for Roller Skates, and try again. Yes, I flipped the head, so 2 cards for me. And I get another Roller Skates, so I'm just going to keep building up the cards here. Unfortunately, I flipped the tails, and he conceded because I don't really know why. I don't know why he conceded. He might have had a chance of bringing this, remember, as I said, he probably would have been better playing the Lapras from his bench instead of the other variant he brought out, because he just could have put a Water Energy onto that and then used Call for Family, bring out 2 more basics onto his bench, which could have thinned down his deck a little bit more and brought out a bigger chance of bringing out a better card. But I'm not really too sure what was happening with the multicolored deck there. We did see Fire, Water, and Fighting at the start there. There was Minshao, there was a Fire type. I can't actually see what's on the field anymore. But yeah, I don't really know what was going on there, but we'll go with, there's Tepig, and Lapras, and Minshao. Okay, that was very interesting. Still don't know why he conceded that quickly. But yeah, we've still got a bit of time left. And I hate it we've got time left over. I've already done a deck analysis, haven't I? God damn it! I don't want to look at my Dragon deck. I've already shown you my Dragon deck. I was supposed to click on my Gardevoir Mewtwo deck. So I'm having like major mind blanks at the moment. Also another note, the whole Dust Talks line, Wurmple and Cascoon. Wurmple is actually a really good basic as well. So I'm going to go back into deck analysis just to fill in time. Sleep Poison, so if you flip a heads, the defending Pokemon is now asleep and poisoned. Great again with the whole status and stalling out thing as well. This deck kind of has a bit of a stolly start, so if I lead with Ralts, or I think Gothita's got it as well, so Hypnotic Gaze as well, which puts opponents to sleep. Each of these basics have some way of stalling out if they're brought out onto the field, and it gives me a bit of a chance to at least start setting up the field if I get a bad hand or anything like that, which definitely is a recommended thing to do if you're building a deck, is have some way of turning a game around if you have a bad hand to begin with. I don't think I actually have shown Roller Skates at all in any of my previous decks, but I actually do prefer Roller Skates over Sharon or T-Row at the moment, since it is an item card. And we all know the rule that support cards can only be played once per turn, whereas item cards you can play as many of those before you attack. So this is a flip a coin if heads, draw 3. There is a bit of a drawback though, you do have to flip a coin to be able to do it, whereas Sharon is just draw 3 straight away. I do run both of these in my deck just so I can get cards out quicker, plus the Caitlyn and Shauna combination as well, just to put cards back into my deck and shuffle again if I need to. Kind of like a great way of deck thinking as well. Super Rod's bring anything back. But yeah, as I said, this deck is kind of standard in my own card standards, I suppose, when I'm building a deck. But yeah, I've run out of things to say, so that's it for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed that battle, even though it was a shorty. So, until then, this is LadyKrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!